Oh, hey, it's Chrispy. Why do I have some socks and dirty socks? No, they're clean. Hanging behind me? Well, it ties into today's Valentine's Day story. It's called Roses Are Pink, Your Feet Really Stink. Let's jump into it, shall we? There we go. You ready? All right. There they were, 15 blank Valentine's cards waiting to be filled with nice Valentine poems. They were sitting on the kitchen table in a pile as high as Gilbert's nose. Mrs. Bird had told them to write something nice for each classmate because Valentine's Day was about liking each other. Gilbert liked Patty a lot. She had smiley eyes and a silly laugh that made Gilbert feel silly too. He picked out the biggest card and wrote inside, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Your eyes are nice and I like you, Gilbert." Aw. It's called a poem or a rhyme. All right. Gilbert also liked Frank. Frank let Gilbert use his baseball mitt once when Gilbert forgot to bring his own. Oh, on Frank's card he wrote, "Your name is Frank, it isn't Hank. You let me your mitt, so you I thank." Should we try that again? Your name is Frank, it isn't Hank. You lent me your mitt, so you I thank. Gilbert, how many takes should we do? 1, 2, 3. Let's try 3. Your name is Frank, it isn't Hank. You lent me your mitt, so you I thank. Gilbert, we did it. This is fun, Gilbert thought. He continued to write nice Valentine poems until there were 2 cards left, one for Louis and one for Margaret. Gilbert didn't want to write a nice poem for Louis. Louis once tweaked Gilbert's nose until it turned red. He didn't want to write a nice poem for Margaret either. Margaret made fun of Gilbert's glasses. So he didn't write the nice poems. On Louis's card, he wrote, "Violets are blue, roses are pink. Your feet are big, and they really stink." Gilbert thought the poem was funny, but maybe Louis wouldn't. Maybe he would tweak Gilbert's nose when he read it. Gilbert didn't want Louis to tweak his nose again, so he didn't sign his name, and he signed it Margaret. On Margaret's card, he wrote, "Roses are red. You wet your bed. I think that you have rocks in your head." Whew! Gilbert liked the poem, but he didn't think Margaret would. He didn't want Margaret to say mean things to him again, so he signed the card Louis. Oh, and that's how you create drama. All right. On Valentine's Day, Gilbert walked to school with 15 cards and a tin of Valentine cookies that his mother had baked for the party. Mrs. Bird let everyone open their cards. One of Gilbert's cards had X's all over the envelope, so he opened it first. It said, "Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my friend and I like you. Kiss, 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 kiss." Woo! All right, it was signed Patty. Not me, like Crispy Patty. This is someone else. It was signed Patty. Gilbert smiled at Patty, and Patty giggled back. There they are. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's hilarious. One of the kids that drew me a picture put that in there. All right. Gilbert opened the rest of his cards. They were all very friendly. Even Louis had written a poem for him. "You may be small, you're not very tall, but I like the way that you play ball, Louis." Gilbert was happy that Louis liked the way he played ball, and Margaret wrote, "Sometimes you are very sweet. I hope you brought nice cookies to eat. Love, Margaret." Gilbert smiled to himself. Margaret thought that he was very sweet. He looked over at Margaret. She wasn't happy with her Valentines. Uh-oh. She stuck her tongue out at Louis. Louis wasn't happy with one of his Valentines either. He stuck his tongue out at Margaret. Margaret pushed Louis. Louis called Margaret a bad name. Oh boy. Mrs. Bird said, "Quiet, please. Valentine." No, she didn't just say quiet. She said, Mrs. Bird said, "Quiet!" Please, Valentine's Day is about liking each other, not about fighting. She made the class do workbooks for the rest of the morning. Everyone was mad at Louis and Margaret, even Gilbert. Look at those two. Dude, there we go. When it was reading time, Margaret looked through all of her Valentines again and said, "I have 2 Valentines from Louis, a good one and a bad one." Louis said, "I didn't write a bad one. Someone else wrote my name." He looked through his own pile of cards and said, "I have 2 Valentines from Margaret and none from Gilbert." Then he shouted, "Oh no, Gilbert wrote the bad cards and signed our names." And Mrs. Bird said, "Quiet, please." Oh, here we go. At lunch, nobody wanted to sit near Gilbert, not even Patty. He had to sit all by himself. When he peeked over his carrot and banana sandwich, I might try that. He could see Patty and Louis giggling at their table. Gilbert wondered if Louis thought Patty had smiley eyes and a silly laugh too. He saw Margaret eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich like she did every day. Gilbert liked peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and wished that he was eating one too. What is going on in this class in the lunchroom? Little people selling secrets. Someone got a straw. You know how you take the straw off and you blow it off onto someone there? All right. Oh, this mirror. Trying to get it mirrored. All right. There we go. At recess, nobody played with Gilbert, and Gilbert was very sorry that he had written 2 mean and nasty Valentines. Yeah. Poor Gilb. When they all lined up to go inside, Patty finally asked, "Why did you write bad things about your friends, Gilbert?" "Because Louis tweaked my nose," Gilbert said, "and Margaret made fun of my glasses." Louis said, "I'm sorry I tweaked your nose, Gilbert. You can tweak mine if you want." Gilbert gave Louis's nose a little tweak, but it didn't turn red. And Margaret said, "I'm sorry I made fun of your glasses, Gilbert. I will wear them for the rest of the day." She put on Gilbert's glasses, but she couldn't see anything, and Gilbert couldn't see anything, so she gave them back. Have you ever tried someone else's glasses? They each have a prescription. A prescription is a measurement that helps your eyes, if they don't see perfectly, to see perfectly. So try someone else's glasses on. It's one-of-a-kind prescription for each person. It's pretty amazing. Do you have glasses? I do. I don't have them on right now. Dude, there we go. In art class, Gilbert made 2 new Valentines out of red paper and lace. Look at this. This is almost exactly how I made Valentine's cards with my students. Cutting, coloring, paintbrushes, all homemade Homemade and made by each student for their family and friends. Very nice. During spelling, Gilbert wrote a new poem for Louis. Violets are blue, roses are pink. I'm sorry I said that. Your feet really stink. Then Gilbert thought of something nice about Margaret. He liked the way she always smelled like peanut butter and jelly, so she wrote a new poem for her. I wonder if she wears a perfume called PBJ. Ha ha. Roses are red, jelly is sweet, so you smell as good as the sandwich you eat. Oh, that's amazing. Then in math, Gilbert figured out that he had 364 days before he would have to write any more Valentines. That's right, there's 365 days in a year. 364 days left after this Valentine's. Finally, it was time for the party. Party! Gilbert gave the new cards to Louis and Margaret, and he passed out the cookies that his mother had baked. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love my teacher. Oh, who wrote that up there? And each cookie said, Happy Valentine's Day. Aw. Well, I made some cards, right? Well, I made this bag. I made this bag with my students. There's Cupid's arrow. There's a box of chocolates. There's a rose and some kisses and hugs. Happy Valentine's Day to Chrispy. Oh, I've got cards in here. Let's see what we got. I've got you're a triceratops. You are triceratops. And it came with a tattoo, which I'm wearing right there. Let's see here. I believe in you. Ah, little panda corn right there, which I have right there. Oh, last but not least, would we not have the best ever? Lead with courage, teacher. And it's the whole crew of Anna, Elsa, I think that's Sven and Christoph, right? And then, oh, another one. Oh, roses are red. Okay, roses are red. Oh, this is from me to you. Oh, this is for you guys. Here's a bunch of hearts. There you go. It says, roses are red, violets are blue. I sure am. Cut. Here's this card to you. Okay. Roses are red, violets are blue. I sure am grateful to each one of you. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you enjoyed that book. All right. It's time to get some kisses. Yeah, this is what it's all about, really. Okay. Go hug and kiss all those you love, you care for, especially your family. Give hugs to your friends and give kisses and hugs to your family. I give you a hug. Hug. Happy Valentine's Day.